Hi, I'm Jay from Dog Training Elite. At this point in the process, you've already made a few key decisions about opening your own dog training franchise, and you've taken the first critical step to owning your own business. Why? You're ready to let go of the idea that a 9-to-5 job is a safety net. You're ready to do something more family and community focused. And now you want more specific details around owning a Dog Training Elite franchise. By the end of this video, we'll answer the most commonly asked questions for someone in your phase of the process of franchise ownership. And we'll go back over some of the key points that led you to this point in the first place. So, before we move on, let's talk about the thing that's probably most on your mind right now: how much money you can make. The initial investment, when compared to the potential revenue, is really affordable. The fact that we're a home-based business means that there's no need to invest in a facility. No rent, no utilities, and no dealing with real estate or construction. This means low overhead and high profit margins. A lot of the money you make ends up back in your own pocket. These kinds of numbers would be great even if we were at a plateau in our growth, but we believe this is still just the ground floor for what's to come. Our average location sales have increased over the last year at a rate that's outpaced almost every other franchise brand out there. The dog industry in general has been growing consistently for many years and often thrives during hard economic times. We're not only taking advantage of this surge, we're leading the charge. In 2020, a lot of businesses struggled, but the dog industry surged. Isolation drove up people's need for companionship, which led to a 110% increase in adoptions. As a result, there's never been a bigger need for dog training. The need for training won't go away anytime soon. People are traveling less, and more adoptions led to a puppy boom in 2020. New puppies that all need obedience training. This four-legged frenzy will lead to people to continue to pump cash into the $99 billion pet industry, which is expected to hit $283 billion by 2023. More than 70% of households in the United States already own a pet, and most people consider their pet to be a member of the family. Being in a position to support that important connection is going to be more important than ever. Your role in enhancing the connection between pet and pet owner will vary depending on which of our ownership models you choose. As a Dog Training Elite franchise owner, it makes sense to be a dog lover, of course. But you don't have to know anything about training dogs to be successful. We'll give you all the tools you need up front through extensive training, both in a classroom setting and on site. And if you don't love the idea of training dogs all day, that's okay. You'll have a say in how you spend your time as an owner, depending on which ownership model fits you best. The more traditional owner-operator role will give you more direct interaction with dogs and their humans. But we also offer a semi-absentee ownership model, where you can spend more time focused on the big picture tasks of growing your business, overseeing general business operations, or spending more time with your family. Wanting to spend more time with family and feeling like just another number in the corporate world is what led our founder, John Mestis, to leave the 9-to-5 grind in the first place. After deciding he was never going back to work for anyone else again, he spent the last 40 years honing his extremely effective dog training method and franchise business model. John's also served on the boards of the Utah Valley Kennel Club, Great Salt Lakes Retriever Club, the Northern Utah Retriever Club, and has been a judge for many American Kennel Club field trial events. But the most important work John does is giving back to the community. In addition to donating his time to train dogs for special needs children and offering free training sessions in juvenile detention centers, John helps franchise owners help their own communities. A focus on giving back and helping train service and companion dogs impacts communities around the country every day. When we think about what leads to better income, it's always a combination of elements. But one thing that impacts any business's bottom line is outreach. The bigger impact you can make on a person's life, the more the community will rally around you. From the beginning, it's been a core goal of Dog Training Elite to give back. Helping train service animals, therapy animals, and animals for retired military veterans are a few of the obvious ways we give back. Dog Training Elite has its own nonprofit organization, the Malinois Foundation, that helps provide comfort through canines for people who have PTSD, physical disabilities, and other needs. The big reason we're successful, though, is that what we do every day is help families connect and communicate better with their dogs. This goes way beyond basic obedience and puppy training. As an owner, you get to help ease people's stress. You get an opportunity to give dogs and owners another chance. Think about the situation where a dog is aggressive or disobedient. Taking that kind of stressful relationship and turning it into a positive really changes people's lives and the lives of their dogs. Giving you the opportunity to make that kind of real emotional impact is why Dog Training Elite works. It's why people recommend us to their friends. And if a byproduct of that is you feel happy in your job, everyone wins. A lot of people know they want to be their own boss, but not a lot of people know how to take the next steps. A logical question that comes up when considering business ownership is, why do you need a franchise system to help you? Isn't that just working for another boss in an indirect way? The short answer is no. You make your own schedule. You serve your own customers. You call the shots. You decide how involved you are. The big difference with a small business is if you struggle alone. In Dog Training Elite's franchise system, you're never alone. You get all the benefits of owning your own business with the added safety, expertise, support, and networking that comes with a franchise. As a franchise owner, Dog Training Elite provides customized local marketing plans for each location depending on their needs, the familiarity of having an established brand name to drive revenue, a proven, balanced, positive training system that works incredibly well, a franchise model that encourages fast growth, other franchise owners to connect with, and industry-leading experts to talk to whenever you have a problem, legal guidance, business coaching, and SEO and lead generation support. While our owners thrived in 2020, in fact, our revenues were up 20% last year, it's good to know that when times are tough, franchise owners will always have an advantage. So what's next in the process? To get started, fill out the brief questionnaire and see if you qualify to take the next step, where you will get access to the detailed financial disclosure document, which includes performance information for all our territories. You will also get access to our Franchise Development Director, who can answer questions about the training, the franchise model, why our franchise owners thrived last year, and why we will continue to thrive despite the pandemic. You'll also be able to talk to current franchise owners and see why they made the leap to franchise ownership, and what specifically gives them a sense of fulfillment doing the work they do. We know change isn't easy, but just think how fast 6 weeks goes by. After the discovery process and signing your agreement, it can be as short as 4 to 6 weeks before your new business is up and running. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. The next step is to fill out the confidential questionnaire. And if successful in advancing through our education process, we look forward to seeing you at Discovery Day.